Alright guys, here's another edition of our fabulous weekly spreads. Well, let's get to it. Campbell's squad looks like he's ready to go ahead and just take over. Play to win's trotting out. Sanchez, Donald Brown, who's not even going to be playing. Terrell Owens, who might as well not be playing. Jeremy Macklin, who actually I think has a pretty good shot to do some things. And Tony Jew, who's been solid all year. Cardinals D against Carolina should be pretty good. Actually has some pretty favorable matchups. Ray Rice should do some work against Denver. So believe it or not, I actually give him a chance, but Campbell squad just got too much. DNAB, Jones, Drew, Adiah without Brown in there, Roddy White. Those guys will probably get their work done. I don't think Campbell squad's going to score that much. The computer's got him projected at a $1.20. I think this one might actually be closer than it should be. But we're going to have to give Campbell's squad the win by a touchdown. All right, moving on. Next matchup is Solid Snakes versus 29 Crash. This should be a good one. Two very good teams. 5-2 29 Crash versus the 4-3 Solid Snakes. I'm rooting for 29 Crash because that would bring Solid Snakes down to 4-4. And if I win, I'll only be a game back. It's a very tough division. Let me see here. 29 Crash is trotting out Kyle Orton because Brady's on bye at Baltimore. Ooh, good luck there. Julius Jones not doing much for you at Dallas. Thomas Jones against Miami Stout Run D, not going to be so good. Sidney Rice might be able to catch a touch. Steven Smith is due for a game. He hasn't had a good one in a while. Austin Colley's just kind of a hope and a prayer. Dallas Clark will get his work done, but Tony, you got no chance. Jay Cutler, D'Angelo Williams, Ryan Grant, Donald Driver, Vincent Jackson. Those guys are all studs. Calvin Johnson's back in the lineup. Jason Witten is due for a big week, and Seattle gives up a lot of points to tight ends. Solid Snakes and a blowout 29 Crash going down. And I wish I didn't have to say that because I'd love it to happen the other way around. Moving on, Jersey versus Flight 815. Jersey's had a rough go at it, but he's 3-4, still in the hunt. Flight 815 has been unstoppable. Trotting out Favre this week and benching Breeze. I don't really recommend that, but if you want to have some more fun watching the game, go for it. Ronnie Brown will do his work. Brandon Jacobs looks slated for a bigger workload. Hightower should catch a few passes along with a few runs. That game should actually get out of hand, and there might be a lot of running for Arizona late. Nate Washington is an interesting pickup. I guess that's because of bye week issues with Ocho Cinco and Santonio Holmes. Devery Henderson is just kind of a let's hope he does something, breaks a big one. Shockey I like, and Carney I like. Still, funny enough, he's still pretty heavy with the New Orleans, even with Breeze out. Vikings D at Green Bay I think is going to have a tough time as well. Jersey's got Romo, who I think sucks. Michael Turner, Marshawn Lynch, Kevin Smith. Fitz should do a good job. Olsen will do okay, but I got to give it to Flight 815. 7-1, Nate. Should be able to win by a couple touchdowns here. LA Riots versus the High Step and Freak. This should be a good one as well. The High Stepper coming out with Adrian All-Day Peterson at Green Bay. They should just hand off the rock to him as much as possible. Jennings is due. Bolden seems to be questionable every week, but always gets work done. Sims Walker is a stud. I love Percy Harvin, and we give points for returns. So it looks like he's got some pretty good matchups there. The Riots got Phil Rivers going. That should be pretty good. Steven Jackson. Frank Gore should do okay, but I think he's going to have a tough time because they'll be coming back from behind. Pierre Thomas hasn't shown much lately, but he's still a player. Brandon Marshall at Baltimore is a tough matchup, but they are small corners, so he could do a good job. Owen Daniels has been the top tight end in the league. He's been phenomenal. Boy, honestly, this game is going to be a pick'em. I really don't know. Oh, shit, and I'm looking at the computer's rankings, and they've got them 0.04 points apart. 116.16 to 116.22. Unbelievable. That's a pick'em if I ever seen one. And the Annihilator versus Suck My Boyds. Somebody's got to stop the Annihilator. Seriously. His team's no good. His owner's no good. Honestly, I don't get it. Schaub at Buffalo should get some work done still. So I don't think Schaub and Slayton go off, so that's not good. Jamal Lewis is just, ugh. You hate to have to start that guy. Marion Barberino should do all right. Cadillac's in there, but obviously he's going to swap his lineup out, and he'll probably throw in Jericho Cotchery, or maybe Justin Huggy Bear's son, Fargus, or Hakeem Nicks, possibly. Either way, it's not that huge of a thing. It looks like John Carlson will be at tight end for him. That's a decent guy. I dropped his ass, and he picked him up. He's going to have the Broncos D at Baltimore. That's not good at all. God, if that team just had a better manager, they'd be all right. Suck My Birds, on the other hand, has been solid all season long, Meg. I got to tell you, for the first time ever doing this shit and being a lady, you're doing a great job. Warner Forte, Deshaun, Reggie Wayne, Devin Hester all look good. Reggie Bush could get a touch, might not. He does get the return yards and things like that, so he'll get you some points. I say Suck My Birds by 3. It's going to be a close one, a lot closer than the computer projects. And, of course, my matchup against Porter with only 1 win. I've only got 2 wins, so that doesn't make me much better. Aaron Rodgers, I love this week. Porter, that's a pretty good one. Calvin Johnson's had a real rough go at it. This might be a breakout week for him. TJ Houshimazuna at Dallas might have a tough time because that pass rush. Torrey Holt, I don't see him doing much. Might catch a garbage time touch. Clayton, not really high on that, but I picked him up in another league because of a bye week issue, so I'm rooting for him. Believe it or not, even though he's playing against me. Kenny Britt, that's a desperation play. They really like him. He's a young rookie. If they need to score a lot of points, he might do well. But remember, you got Vince, inaccurate motherfucker, Young, going for the as QB for Tennessee. So I just really don't see that. Todd Heap will do his thing. Hopefully, my matchups will will serve me well. Manning against my Niners should do all right. LaDainian playing against it's playing against Oakland should do well. Ahmad Bradshaw at Philly. Should be a passing game, so he'll be in there. No Sean Moreno off the bye is going to be healthy, but he is at Baltimore, so that's not good. Andre, my man Johnson, going to be fine, going to tear up Buffalo. Donnie Avery is going to tear up Detroit. I'm really looking for a big game from that guy, that waiver wire pickup there. Tony Scheffler, well, shit, there's nobody else on the waiver wire there, tight end, so that's the guy I got going. Larry Tynes should do his thing. And the Chargers D I picked up special for this week against Oakland. Let's see how they do. I'm going to give myself the edge here by just a few points. I think Porter's going to put up a pretty good fight. I think I'm going to win by 2. Although every time I favor myself, I lose. So why the fuck do I do that? Anyway, good luck to all you guys. Happy Halloween. I'll talk to you later. Peace.